And the same way Fortiche had the footage of Kate Vi, which is longer, I'm pretty sure they were putting their French taste all over the Jinx and Echo scenes that were cut. Hi, I'm bored. So let's talk about Arcane. And today I have a pitch for you, Riot. Riot Games, Mark Merrill, and I forgot the other guy's name. I got a pitch for you, okay? So that's why I got the suit out, because it's an official pitch from me to you, Riot Games. You know, you make games, right? I know a lot of people think like, wait, what? Riot Games, they make games? Yeah, but no, they make games. They don't only make music, they don't only make award-winning shows, but they also make music. And one of these things that Riot also makes was Arcane, right? Well, Arcane. And the thing is, Arcane was a big hit. Like, a really big hit. And truthfully, it's my favorite show. Like, ever. Forever. Like, I don't think there's gonna be any other show that's gonna be able to top it. Maybe once Luffy finds the One Piece. But apart from that, I really think Arcane is just one of the greatest shows I've ever watched. And people also feel the same way because they want more. They want more. Like, they want more, and we have more. We, as the League of Legends community, you know, Riot community, we have more because we know that there are so many stories to tell. Like, this map is big. Like, Piltover and Zaun is that small blob there in the middle. Kind of funny how it's in the middle and now we're going to tell stories around, which means like we're going from the middle outside. But we have a lot to tell. And on top of that, we do have like 160 plus, I believe, at this point, 160 plus characters, which is quite the feat. And just so you know, maybe stop bringing in new characters and just start focusing on reworks, you know, VGUs, because otherwise your shows will never make sense and your lore will never be able to be in one place. That is a problem for another day, but just saying, right? And now in terms of Arcane, there are specific stories, right, that also weren't finished, you know? Like Oriana. So many people that watched Arcane don't even know who the heck she is. Like, they probably saw that small piece at the end and were like, is that Dr. Revik in the window? Like, that window, in the mirror? Like, that's the only thing they probably thought. They only thought about, oh, that's Singed in the mirror. Like, they were like, okay, this girl, like, maybe that's his daughter, I guess. I mean, I guess, but like, they don't know what the implications of Oriana are. They don't know that. That's why that's one story, right? Because obviously it's much easier to start telling a story from somewhere where people already know something of, right? Another story, which is probably going to be the one that's going to be taken, is Mel. You know, Mel Medarda, obviously after they killed Ambessa, literally 2 weeks or so after you released her, well, she obviously has her whole story in Noxus that you can tell. And I mean, with the next season in League being a Noxus heavy season, I guess there's gonna be some stuff about that, but that is not enough, a big enough of a time frame to obviously make a whole show in there. So we'll see what you're gonna do with that, right? But now, here's one thing, right? The one storyline that I want to see, that this whole pitch was made for, and is also supported by a big Reddit community. I didn't ask for the support, I'm just saying that I have their support, is these two. Aren't they beautiful? Echo, Jinx, Powder, aka Time Bomb. You know, you've probably heard that name before. Time Bomb, yeah, the very beloved and tragic ship of Arcane. Yeah, that one. My pitch is, we need a spin-off series of these two, okay? No matter if it's these two as kids, I don't care, or it's as adults. I don't care. We need a spin-off series. And I will explain why, but we definitely need a spin-off series. And now one thing I've seen a lot, right? Which, I don't know if you really listen to those people, but some people that think are like, oh no, that ship, like that's kind of weird. It was only like 2 episodes of Arcane altogether. Like, where did you get all of that stuff from? I have a history, okay? Wrong side. I brought a history of the ship. And yes, it's not very intricate. I mean, I probably should have done that for a pitch to you. But, hey, you know, when Echo was released, I totally forgot to write when that date was, so I'm probably just gonna blend it in, right? But you guys already know, you're right, games. You all know, anyways, when he was released. So I'm not gonna have to tell you. But we all know that he had this interaction with Jinx, okay? I had a crush until you started talking to the gun. Yeah, so Echo already was confirmed to have had a crush on her when it was released. This ship was built on this one interaction, okay? This one interaction. And I think like some cinematics later on for like promotional stuff. And then Arcane came in, okay? The series that you made. And trust me, season 1 was a slow start. It was a slow start of what Time Bomb is, because we all know that we didn't really get to see much apart from the enemy music video and Christian Link saying that they do have something special or that they are very close friends. We never really would have known any of that. And we also know that there were a lot of cutscenes, not a lot of cutscenes, but like there were some scenes that you might have put in that maybe got cut because of budget, and obviously Arcane was so ambitious, so you didn't want to throw in too many things and blah blah blah. I get it. But even though that's the case, season 1 wasn't really the best, I'd say, right? And yeah, that's a rogue slide. And then another part, right, of this season 1 ship was that we had the fight, right? Episode 7 in season 1 was a very beautiful showing of their relationship, even though we only had like 5 minutes of that. So I would have loved more. We all would have loved more. But sadly, that was all we had of Time Bomb. But at that point, you already put a small seed, right? A small seed of what we could visually do, what we could do in TV from Time Bomb. And don't you see that as like a good thing? Like, just maybe like create something on it, you know? A spin-off, like I said, right? And then we have season 2. Season 2, right? First off, season 2 again had cut scenes where there would have been a flashback and many other scenes that were cut out because they didn't have time. But trust me when I say this, we're gonna make you release those cuts. Remember how they did that with Justice League and the Snyder cut? Yeah, we're gonna get the Time Bomb cut. Release the Time Bomb cut. Release it. But putting that aside, let's just go to season 2 and the meat of all of it. You know, the thing that made Time Bomb explode onto the scene. Like, season 1 was like a small appetizer. Now season 2 was the main. No, it was still not the main course. The main course would be a spin-off. The spin-off would be the main course, right? Okay, you guys knew what you did when you changed this. Everybody knew episode 7 was gonna be interesting when you changed that. And truthfully, episode 7 of Act 3 in season 2 was such a beautiful episode overall. Like, you really just showed what Time Bomb could have been, but also it had effects on the actual timeline Time Bomb. And I didn't put it in, but you know, a lot of people say that part of the deleted scenes might also have been when after Echo saved Jinx from, you know, ending it, that let's just say they had some fun time painting on each other before they started the fight, and that Jinx definitely was the person that made him wear that crop top, because for somebody who normally wears baggy clothes to suddenly just pull up in a crop top with paint all over, yeah, no, Jinx dressed him. Jinx definitely dressed him, and you guys have the footage. And the same way Fortiche had the footage of Kate Vi, which is longer, I'm pretty sure they were putting their French taste all over the Jinx and Echo scenes that were cut. And you just didn't want to put them in because they might have maybe destroyed the vision. La, la, la. Who cares? Release the Time Bomb cut. Release the cut. Okay? So yeah, season 2 was big. That scene, yeah, this scene, right, was also a very beautiful scene. And the song paired with this scene was also very big. You know, Ma Meilleure Ennemie, or Ma Meilleure Ennemie, I don't know, from Stromae, European legend, and Pomme. I don't know how many streams it has now. I'll probably just put it on the screen. But you guys know what you've done. Like your guys' music, Riot music is so good, but episode 7, which is the best episode in the series, okay, like it's not even a fight, like it is the best episode in the series. But it being the best episode in the series, but also having one of the best songs, which is now the most streamed Arcane song, if I'm not mistaken, apart from obviously Enemy, because there's no way Enemy could ever be beaten, but at least another song with the name Enemy is just as big. But so yeah, so the song was very big, and now people were like, okay, not people, just those stupid ass light cannon doofus, those people, they were like, no, this is still not enough, it's just 2 episodes, episode 7 of like literally 2 episode 7s. But no, oh sweet summer child, no, because in comes the art book, right? The art book, where I'll read it for you again. The idea of the book: what would Jinx make if she was the director of this art book? What would Jinx make? You hear that, like canon people? We wanted to have fun with this 4th wall break. So the book is a collage of all the beautiful art from Frontier Productions and Riot Games, with Jinx's thoughts and feelings drawn all over. Drawn all over who? Who? Putting that aside, what follows is multiple pages of time bump. Okay? So for all of you stupid people that still think that like canon is a thing, think again. Think fucking again, okay? Think again. Jinx destroying hearts all over them, over the stuff. More time bomb, calling him best boy, or calling him smart, or hearts all over. Like, it's just beautiful what she does, and what they also say that she would have done if she did it, right? Okay, but that is like just the history of the ship, and also the confirmation that the ship exists, just for those people. Because this is another thing. This is my last, trust me, this is the last thing I will ever say to like canon people, okay? If you think your ship exists, then Time Bomb is the whole fucking ocean. Then Time Bomb is the whole fucking ocean. If your ship exists, we are the ocean. Moving on. So, do we only have an existing ship? No, we also have supporters. And one of the main supporters is Echo voice actor, Arcane Echo voice actor Reed Shannon, who keeps reposting stuff about Time Bomb because he likes it. He likes Time Bomb, we like Time Bomb. So if he works for you, he probably told you multiple times, like, where the Time Bomb stuff? And I didn't find the tweet, but I think there was also a tweet where he did say release the Time Bomb cut. So you know what to do. You know what to do. But moving on. There are also more other posts that he was reposting. Like, he literally reposts a lot of Time Bomb posts, so I just put a second post that he reposted. But that's that. We also have supporters, and apparently this is, sadly, I couldn't put it in the presentation because I literally just saw it 2 seconds before I recorded this. Amanda Overton, I hope I remembered his name correctly. One of your writers is also an avid Time Bomb enthusiast and supporter. So at this point, I actually just believe that you're going to do it. But another thing that we do need, right, for a show like that to work, you know, for a spin-off like that to work, there needs to be an audience for it. And the audience before used to be like 713 people. You know, the Time Bomb subreddit was quite small. But now the Time Bomb subreddit stands at a 4,100 members, and before I was recording this, it was 4,400, and at the end of me editing this, I don't even know how much it might be. It might be 6,000. So the community that we have is growing and is becoming stronger. So TLDR, how do we get all of this together right? Okay, number 1, people want more Arcane. Number 2, Time Bomb exists in the lore and is canon, so there's no other way for you to interpret it. It's the same thing as with Uno. We tell you how it goes. You make the cards, but we tell you how the story goes, okay? Number 3, we have supporters in powerful positions that are gonna make it work. And number 4, we have a community which is just as big as the Kate Vi fandom. So number 1, we're waiting for Valentine's Day skins. Number 2, we need that spin-off, Riot. And I ain't got no number 3, but number 3 just for number 3's sakes. So yeah, that was my pitch for Riot Games, so that we get a Time Bomb spin-off. No matter if it's a series or movie, I do not care. Preferably animated by Fortiche. But yeah, that was my pitch, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks for tuning in.